Hi, my name is Nicholas Noland. Most people call me Nick, and I had the privilege to be at USM over the past couple of years, and in the course of that I have been able to have some extraordinary experiences, not just in the classroom, but actually especially beyond the classroom. And so I find that as I'm recording this video, I am actually due to start medical school in the Tufts main track program this summer. July 31st is the day that I start that. I am presently finishing up my Master's of Public Health over at the Muskie School of Public Service, just across the way. But it actually all started in the building where I am right now, which is the Science Building at USM. And it started with me thinking that I wanted to do my best in some pre-med courses and see how I did. So I showed up here, and I was in my first semester of those pre-med courses doing genetics, doing chemistry too, I think, things like that. And as I was sitting around after class, I looked on the wall and I saw a little white piece of paper. And that little white piece of paper said something about doing a research internship at Maine Medical Center's Research Institute. I didn't know Dave. I didn't know who is the person who oversees this, David Champlin. I didn't know any of these people, and it was actually, I think, the day after the deadline. So I was sort of like, well, I don't know if I should even bother to try with this because so many things are, bureaucratic in life and all the rest of it. But I thought that the least I could do was just maybe wander up and send an email to David and see if there was any opportunity. And he agreed to meet with me. And so the long story short is I applied and I went down there. I was invited to go down there and interview with several different people. And in the end I had the opportunity to do a year of true and engaging scientific research in a top-level scientific institute surrounding genetics and proteolysis and all sorts of other fascinating things. I think it was honestly one of the key components of my medical school portrait. It was not sort of just a taster of me doing research. It was genuine, active research, and I ended up with my name on a paper. And furthermore, it really introduced me to what science is actually like in the lab, so that I got a real sense of whether this is something that I would want to do. I think it was also something that if medical school hadn't worked out, that I could have possibly looked at moving on with into a Master's of Science or something as an alternative. It secured my ability to understand what that would mean, and honestly, it made it so that it's been very difficult to think of my medical school experience and to exclude, basically I now want to involve some element of scientific research into it, as much as I can find a way to do so. So it's been thoroughly important for me, both as a medical student and as for where I'm going in the future, and I would recommend it for absolutely anyone.